Welcome to the Fire-Breathing Kittens, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Each episode is a separate, complete adventure, so you can listen to them in any order. We are joined by Olive.
Hi. Olive is a human-sized bipedal green lizard. She's wearing a puffy white shirt and baggy brown pants and has a tail.
Tanager.
Hello. Tanager Goodfellow. Human-sized, roughly, satyr. Wearing a beautiful, flowing black and gold kimono. Of course, without pants. I have these beautiful furry legs, and I just got new hooves installed.
And Lorien.
Hello, I'm Lorien. I am a half-elf of moderate height. I'm wearing a fine green tunic with dark brown leggings. I smile very politely at you. Hello, good dear friends.
Hi, Lorien. And I totally forgot to say I am a level 1 monk. Whoops.
Oh, I am a level 1 sorcerer.
I'm a level 1 cleric.
The Fire-Breathing Guild Hall is a large building with a bar, a sitting area, with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted. And it is currently on your mind, though very far away from your current location. You've been on a job that took you a distance away from the town of Nicoboy, and are currently returning by boat from your job. You are currently in bunk in your own separate rooms. Please tell me, what are your characters wearing while they are sleeping?
Lorien is wearing a faded white undershirt, and as well as faded white sleeping pants. He has slippers at the bottom of his bed, although those are not currently being worn. His hat is hanging on the foot of his bed as well.
Tanager is wearing his sleeping robe, which is different than his lounging or relaxing robes, though those are close in his travel trunk for only emergency wear.
Olive has a 2-piece flannel pajama set.
As you sleep, suddenly you are woken up by a loud storm going off outside your room and above the ship. The crew can be heard running back and forth. What do you do?
I change into my resting robe.
Yeah, Olive will also change clothes.
You're not given chance to change your clothes, and a loud crashing noise can be heard outside.
Do I at least have time to put my hair up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, oh, thank goodness.
And this...
The ship is sinking! All men to the life rafts!
It's an emergency, so I will just jump in my slippers and take my hat, which has my other trusty crystal orb in it, and run out to see what is actually going on.
Boat in the storm seems to have hit reef.
Oh, that's a problem.
I look around to see if I can see the shoreline.
No.
That's a very big problem.
No.
We don't know where the reef came from. All to the life rafts. Boat's sinking.
I have a question about, just a general where we are. Was this the open ocean?
Yes, it was.
Oh, no.
Normally, coral reefs would not be out in the middle like this in the middle of the ocean. The captain is confused. Something
also,
weird.
coral reefs should not be tall enough to wreck a big ship, so something is definitely out of the ordinary here.
I guess Tanager would be just now coming from below decks, clutching a bundle of silks and looking around what no, there's not supposed to be coral in the middle of the ocean. I have to speak to the captain.
What? Okay. Are you going to try to speak to...
Lorien makes a face at Tanager, but just kind of fiddles around with my orb and just looking at what the sailors are doing. Where are the boats? Where is everyone headed?
The boats are on either side of the ship, and they are currently working to get them into place for that, to allow them to escape.
Seeing a familiar face, Tanager would go over to Lorien and be like, what is happening? Are we getting on the ships, or is the captain going to fix this? I think I know mending. I could go.
Olive laughs.
Well,
She was standing there too, and judging by like the giant hole in the side of the ship, she says, "I don't think you can mend that. Not fast enough."
Yeah, there's a massive hole.
It's not in these clothes.
I say, these are certainly very interesting events in a catastrophic kind of way. I believe, dear friends, we should head to the lifeboats together with the crew. I don't think my sea legs extend to floating in water.
Oh, you can't swim?
Swimming in a pool or river or lake is somewhat different. I would trust the boats more.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so question about mechanics. Olive has a swim speed. What does that mean for the ocean in a storm?
It means you really don't have to worry about swimming at all, but it's going to be considered rough terrain in the water.
Okay, so like even though it's the ocean and a storm, I'm probably not going to drown?
Yeah, especially with your ability to hold your breath as long as your character can.
Yeah, like 15 minutes. I'm basically a crocodile.
Wait, I thought, doesn't everyone have a swim speed? Isn't it just your normal speed divided by 2?
Everyone else has to do an athletics check in order to swim, but those with a swim speed have a much easier time of doing it, so.
Okay, well, I guess that comes out of my having an acrobatics saving throw or skill. Okay, anyway.
I don't know. Ooh, now I want to, like, I'm itching for my rule book, and I know that I can't because it's like a game right now, and I'm like, I guess we'll find out later.
Yeah.
I'll just rule that you have to make an athletics check. If you fail, it can be catastrophic.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm going to jump off the boat and try to make sure that anyone who falls off the boat, I can, like, swim to them and put them back on the boat. Like, so I'm jumping off the big boat next to a lifeboat, trying to help in case anybody misses.
Tanager is going to sit on the lifeboat as close to Olive as possible and like actively elbow people away to keep the prime spot if he falls off, because he has hooves, and I can't imagine that's going to help in open ocean swimming.
Okay.
No, wait, Olive is not in the boat. Olive is in the ocean.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to, like, in case I fall out,
okay.
I'm Olive adjacent.
Aw. I would put you back
Lorien.
in if you fall out.
Good. Thank you.
Lorien calmly saunters over to the boat and steps in, sitting in the middle, no particular space, and waits to see what happens.
You are in one of the lesser occupied of the life rafts. There's only 3 other people on board currently. The boat pulls away from the main wreckage of the ship.
Are the other 3 people just normal crew members, or
That is
were
correct.
they passengers?
They are normal
Okay.
crew members. You were the only passengers on board the ship at the moment.
Did everybody make it off the big boat into the little boats?
Yes. At least from what you can see.
I'm going to do a head count.
Yeah. You think that everyone's off, so.
Can I confirm with the captain that everybody is off? We've both done our head
Yeah.
counts. We're both positive.
According to the captain, you're positive that everyone is off the ship.
Okay, then
Problem is, there is still a massive storm rumbling overhead, and the waves and water are very turbulent at the moment.
Before I get in the life raft, Tanager, I know I like immediately discounted your ability to mend earlier, but would you be okay with me swimming you over to the hole and trying? And I could swim you back.
Oh, so now mending's cool?
Now that no one's gonna
But on the
die.
boat, the mending wasn't cool. Oh, okay. I just had to make sure I knew the rules for cool.
I don't know.
For Miss Olive.
I don't want to make you feel like you can't do things. So
Oh,
Do you wanna
no,
try?
Olive, I'm just teasing.
I will support you as you try. Now that your life is not in danger.
I feel like my life is going to be immediately in danger as soon as I step off this boat. Because there's a lot of water that's sloshing around really hard, I think they call it rain. But I've heard there's also like sharks and big mean whales and like a whale with like a horn on its head. And I don't truck with no horned whales.
They're vicious, yeah.
But if
Your first test has begun.
what?
What?
A loud booming
Tanager,
voice.
all of the silks he was holding go flying as he jumps like actively in the boat.
Wait, just a question. Was that an actual loud voice that our characters can hear?
Yes, God is mad.
Not
I haven't
God,
partied hard
but-
enough. Oh God.
Lorien just looks up to the sky and says, well, that is very interesting.
Not the god, but certainly a god.
Olive gets in the boat.
Yeah, I help Olive get in the boat.
A figure can be seen walking across the water towards you. Carries a massive trident in one hand.
Do we recognize this as a known god or something of that sort?
Any of you have knowledge religion?
Nope, I do not.
Then no, not currently.
Oh, wait, one of us is a cleric.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of cleric.
Isn't that required in cleric school?
Oh no, I'm not that kind of cleric. I'm like the cool kind of cleric that like hangs out with like teens and teaches them guitar. I don't know like books super good. I'm pretty good at numbers though.
My father sent me to test you, fire-breathing kittens. You were warned that we were coming by another. So it is our time for the test to begin.
Hey, Lorien, you're like prettier than me. I'm a giant crocodile. So why don't you talk to the god? I'm sure it'll go over much better. You should represent our interests.
I lean into the whisper huddle and I'm like, did he say someone was told that this was going to happen? And how did we not get the information about the boat sinking?
Yeah, Lorien, you should ask that. I'm gonna straight up not say anything because I am an ugly crocodile. So.
Yeah, I'm just kind of freaked out right now. So could you take this one, Lorien?
Yeah.
I say to them, of course, Olive, but you should know, you, as a god of the sea, they might just even favor crocodiles. But I will go over and talk to the angry deity. So I shuffle forward 4 feet to the front of the lifeboat.
He's so cool.
Hello, I'm Lorien. I am not a part of the leadership of the fire-breathing kittens, but I will represent our party for this lifeboat. We didn't know about this test before, my good deity, but if you could tell us about it, I'm sure we could meet whatever is required of us. And I smile, my finest smile.
You shall find out momentarily. As the three of you blank out,
Oh dang! Oh, but he's so pretty. No, like prettiness bonus.
he just smiles before you pass out unconscious. As you wake up, you find yourself on a blank stretch of beach.
So Tanager looks to Olive and, like, without missing a beat, goes, so you keep calling Lorien, like, the pretty one? And, like, first it was the mending, and, like, I don't know. Is there something going on, Olive? Or
Social skills are not Olive's forte. She has an 8 charisma. So this makes a lot of sense.
Oh my god.
I said to Tanager, oh, come now. You're very pretty. It's just that crocodiles don't like satyrs as much as elves. It's simple math, really.
Oh.
We eat goats.
Okay, this is all clicking now. It's like but no, when you said the math thing, because, you know, I'm pretty good at math, like I said before, so it all makes sense. I get it. And I nervously reach for my flask as I look around to see where we've awoken. The pressing issue.
You find yourself on a blank stretch of beach. Also, along with the clothing on your backs, you each only possess one item on your bodies that you had before. I've already got you tell me what item that you chose, but let the listeners in on the item.
Lorien clutches still firmly his crystal orb in his hand, and he plays around with it, tosses it as he tends to do all the time. I like that hat.
Tanager brought his trusty flask, which he cannot go without for a number of reasons.
Very Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Only the essentials.
So Olive thought it was a great idea at the time to bring the coin purse with the gold, but this is sort of like a gold can't buy you survival situation, isn't it? I'm gonna die.
I pass all of my flask.
This helps.
Yeah. See?
It does.
See, for next time we get stranded on a beach because of a miscommunication, I yell in the general direction where I think the fire-breathing kitten's hall is.
Well, this makes it all less depressing and more, let's, to the rum, and then I cheer.
Yeah. Oof.
One word vibrates through your heads. Survive.
Well, he's a cheery god, isn't he?
Yeah, I gotta say, guys, like, I wasn't gonna preach my god, but my god is undoubtedly more fun than this one.
Yeah, your god 1, this one's 0. I say, scowling at the ocean.
Yeah, take that, sea god. I yell in direction I think the sea god is.
I stretch out, take a nice, relaxing stretch, and just look around. All right, so where are we?
You don't know exactly where you are, but about 30 feet from the edge of the water is jungle.
Ooh, are there palm trees?
Yes.
Oh, this would be an excellent vacation if we weren't going to all starve and dehydrate to death.
Hey, that's up to us.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying we're gonna die here alone on this island because some sea god is mad at us.
Well, I'm sure the sea god kind of wants us to, but let's do our best to disappoint him.
Yeah, let's disappoint God.
Yeah, and we're not alone. We've got each other. I put my crocodile arms around Lorien and Tanager.
What? Okay. Ooh.
I just blinked. I'm just
I
dumb.
accept the hug, but I don't really hug back.
Did I mention I only have a 10 intelligence? So. Okay, first things first. Let's find drinking water.
Oh, yes, Olive. Very good idea. Where do you suggest we do that? Should we go into the jungle and look for a stream? I confess you are probably the leader here. This seems to be your natural environment.
Yes, that's a great idea. So she starts to, well, I make a perception check, and I'm gonna walk into the jungle if I perceive that it's not gonna immediately kill me. Right?
From now on, you guys will be doing more of the
Decision making. Okay.
yes. This is going to be more of your ability to think outside of the box than my ability to DM. So it's going to be, I will create the world. You guys will get to see how you do with a bit of creativity. So,
Okay, so with a 14 perception check, does the jungle look safe to walk into?
you hear animal cries through the jungle. Currently, you don't hear anything that sounds too dangerous.
But we hear animal cries. Okay. So I'm going to say to my friends, because there's animals in the jungle, do you want to walk parallel to the shore and look for streams exiting on the ocean because we've got 30 feet of visibility between us and the jungle right now.
Excellent idea. I look up to see what time of day it is, just judging by the position of the sun.
It is currently early morning. Sun is...
I say, we seem to have plenty of time, so let's not be too rash about this for now. There's plenty of time for rashness later.
Okay, so you guys vote and decide. I actually don't want to be the leader, but there's some options. We could go into the jungle where there's animals that might eat us, and we could walk parallel to the beach and look for water coming out, like a stream emptying into the ocean. Because the ocean's lower elevation than the island, so it's possible that a stream could exit into the ocean.
I say, not nonsense, Olive. You are doing a perfectly fine job as I prod you to take the lead.
Okay.
Yes, I physically prod you to take the lead. You've got this. Come on, dude.
Okay, we start walking.
DM information drop. You are on an island. In the middle of the island is a large mountainous feature that looks kind of like a volcano.
We can see this from the shore?
Yes. From the beach, the terrain is at an angle, heading upwards towards the mountain.
Would there be smoke coming out of the volcano?
Not currently, no.
That is...
Oh, that's perfectly fine then.
It seems to be the coolest place on the island, so I think we should investigate it.
I will go along with that. I also am now even more reaffirmed that because the lowest elevation point is the ocean, that water would empty out. If there were a natural stream anywhere on this island, it would empty out into the beach, right? So,
That is correct.
Well, I love the idea of the volcano exploration. It is definitely the coolest place. We have 24 hours before we die of dehydration. So...
I'm not quite sure it's that quick, but yes, let's find the water.
Before we become seriously less able to investigate for water. Yeah. I love the idea of exploring the volcano once we have more than 3 hours to do so, you know?
Yes, I will put a pin in the volcano idea, but I give a good point at it. Like, I'm coming for you.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Tanager, even though he grew up in nature, isn't like a nature guy, but can he try to keep an eye on, maybe do a perception check as we're like walking around for any signs of like non-natural markings, like a place where like, you know, there's like a weird broken stick or like a notch in a tree where something hit it at a high impact, or like the remains of a fire in like a weird shape, you know? Because that's about
Sure.
all I think he could help with.
Sure, I'll keep that in mind. If you see anything like that, I will let you know.
Dope.
At this point, Lorien is just kind of tossing his arcane ball up and down in the air. Let's just find the river. I think we just need something to do instead of getting panicky on this beach.
Yeah. And Olive punches a tree. Can I like snap a tree in half? I want to mark where we started, so if we make a full circuit, I'll be aware.
Roll attack.
Sweet. Oh, wait, can I miss a tree? I've never really been a monk before. I think I got an 8 to hit.
You hit the tree. Roll damage.
Yay.
It is possible to miss a tree. Just, you could have rolled a 1.
Okay. 4 damage.
You leave a dent in the tree.
All right, so we'll know if we make a complete circuit. So then, yeah, we can just set out and walk at a reasonable pace. Yeah.
Okay. Do you head, counting the place you landed at, if it was considered south, do you go east or west from here? Means right or left, just right or left.
I say, follow your nose, Olive. Perhaps literally.
I'm a crocodile, not a dog.
Tanager takes a sip and goes, "What's the difference, really?"
I bite. I bite hard. I swim? No, darn it, there's no difference. Arg.
Aha, take that, nature.
I hit the tree again. Can I knock it over? With 3 damage?
No.
Darn it.
You just leave a bigger dent.
Maybe a bird will nest there and then we can catch it. We should really start walking or we're going to dehydrate. East?
Okay. You do come upon a stream after a couple miles of walking.
Excellent.
It is going down into the water, and it is a pretty decently flowing stream, so...
Well, I take a quick look to see if it's clear water, and if so, I take a testing little sip.
It's clear, and it seems to be pretty pure, so...
Woohoo! I high five everybody all around. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die.
We nailed it, guys.
I say, great job, Olive. I knew you could do it.
Make a constitution save.
Uh-oh.
I would like to specify Tanager has not drank it yet.
Olive would have drunk it. She's, again, not that bright.
So did Olive drink it?
Yeah, 9 constitution save.
You feel okay for the time being.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay, well, once people drink it and seem okay, Tanager would drink it. If it was like, we took a sip, high five, and started barfing, I think I still would have been on liquor.
Okay, everyone except for Olive, since she already took one, make a constitution save.
8.
We're gonna die.
Because of water. See, this is why I stick to liquor. There it is.
Sorry, a 10 with bonus.
Okay.
15 with a bonus for me.
Alright, you guys feel fine for right now.
Hey yo, everything's great. So this is our road to the volcano. The thing about walking through jungles is you want to have something that you can follow, and this goes uphill, right? Right to the volcano?
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
So let's follow this to the volcano and head into the jungle.
Okay, you were asking me if if you notice any strange markings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You notice some markings like a claw has gouged a couple trees nearby.
Look. It's like the thing Olive did to that other tree. These don't appear to be olive marks. And Tanager makes a face like it's a big revelation.
Yeah.
I also take a look and see how big are they.
Yeah, they're twice the size of your hand, so, anyone have knowledge nature?
Nope.
Tanager takes a sip of liquor. Weird.
Tanager, what do you do?
Me? I just like chat. I like hang out.
Okay.
This is like the worst place for me to be. If I had talked to plants, then I could do some real negotiations with this jungle, but unfortunately, unless we find a mercantile spot, I'll just be best at lifting our spirits and getting rid of mine. And jingle my flask.
Oh, nice.
Nailed it.
I say, cheer up, man. We'll just follow the stream. If there's anyone else on this island, I'm sure they will be living by the water.
Unless they're nocturnal.
I got the worst group to do a survival type campaign, didn't I?
Just wait till I try to negotiate with a bear or whatever.
All right. After a distance of going uphill, the water comes to a cliffside with a waterfall falling down from above.
This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Yay.
Yes, it is very pretty. I wonder... if I were me, I would create a settlement near the top of the waterfall.
Ooh, yes. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to actually, punch trees with the intention of bringing them down to make, lumber.
Okay.
Oh, I just meant looking to see if this island is truly abandoned.
Oh, like looking for if someone else made a settlement. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I'm going to help you investigate. I'm going to roll a perception check at the top of the waterfall to see if I see any.
We'll make a
Evidence?
climb check first.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that acrobatics? Athletics?
Yes.
Which
Athletics.
athletics?
Make an athletics check.
That's a 5.
Yeah, you try to scramble up the side of the cliff, but
My lizard claws just like make horrible chalkboard sounds against the rock, and I like scramble and then I slide back down, and I'm like, that's not possible.
So we'll find the long way around.
How tall is the cliff?
it's about 15 feet high.
Oh, okay. So being a satyr, I actually can add a D8 to how high or far I jump.
Oh man.
So I'm just gonna try to get a good running leap and jump, like at least most of the way up the cliff, so I can just try to scramble a little bit up the top.
What's your strength check? What's your strength score?
Oh, that would be an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the official jumping rules. When you make a jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. You can extend your arms half your height above yourself during your jump, thus you can reach above you a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. So what's your strength modifier?
8.
Yeah, -1.
Okay, so you can jump 2 feet into the air, and then you can reach above you a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. So what's your height?
I think I'm 5'8".
Let's just round up and say 6 feet tall. So 1.5 times that would be 9 feet. So you can reach up to 11 feet, which is not the 15 feet of the cliff.
But he can
Plus
add
a
he can add a
1d8.
D8.
Oh,
From
all right.
being a satyr.
Let's find out.
All right, so
So if it's a 3 or more, wait, no, if it's a 4 or more, then you can put your fingertips on the top of the cliff.
that's an 8. I'll send a picture. Look at my hands.
Okay, you make quite the jump and successfully get half your body up on the top of the cliff.
So once I get up, I'm just going to take a sip of my flask, look down, and go, do that.
Lorien makes a grimace face, but quickly covers up with a smile, saying, "Great job. What can you see up there, Tangerine?"
What do I see up from atop the waterfall cliff?
Looking down, you see a large pool of water at the bottom of the waterfall and just going out towards the water. Going back into the jungle, you see the stream continuing onwards up the mountain and more jungle.
More of the same, really.
Disappointing. Do you see a way for us to join you up there? Another path, maybe?
Can I look around, make a perception, or I don't really have it, but I could try a survival.
For as far as you can see, there's a cliff. Doesn't look like you can see any way to get up except for by climbing right now.
Oh, okay. So I take the sash off my kimono and then lay flat on the ground and then like hang it down to add like a couple feet, might be a little easier to climb up. And then just shimmy up the sash.
If it's 2 feet long, because let's say I'm like roughly 6, I'm just rounding 6 feet, then I can reach up to 9 feet, right? And then 3 plus my strength modifier is 4. So that's 10, 11, 12. And it's a 15 foot. So 13, 14, 15. So I would need 3 feet of sash plus arms to be able to
I think
reach
that's reasonable. I probably got 1.5 feet of arms.
But do I just pull you off the cliff?
Oh, probably. Dang it. I didn't think about that part.
How much does Olive weigh?
I weigh 240 pounds.
And how much does Tanager weigh?
That's not polite to ask. Less than that. No.
Oh no.
I say, based on my knowledge of fine kimono silks, I don't think we should try that.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Tanager.
Ooh, that is a spicy little 20. Not nat.
Okay, you notice a number of really thick vines nearby.
Ah, okay. So I don't have a knife or anything, but I can do a bludgeoning attack with my horns. So can I just like headbutt a bunch of vines to try to cut them off?
No. If you want to help them, you'd have to find something to cut it with, so...
Okay.
Like claws, for example.
Yeah, we just need to take down that double olive, and then we'll have giant claws.
Let's walk around the cliff a bit. You can walk around in the same direction as us so you don't have to jump down, but there's gotta be another way
you guys
up.
can find like a sharp rock and then throw it at me.
Okay, I'm gonna walk along the cliff and look for a sharp rock. That's... Wow, it's a rough day. I am in wet flannel pajamas, walking along, possibly poisoned, and I rolled a 10 for my perception check.
It's enough.
Oh, yay, okay.
You do find some rocks that seem to be decently sharp enough.
Incoming! And I throw it at the satyr's head.
Please stop.
There's a duck.
I waited long enough.
Do I need to roll something in response, or?
I waited long enough. I was just joking.
Well, I mean,
I don't
Okay,
wanna
yeah.
knock out
no. I mean, like, even if as somebody threw a regular ball at me, I probably wouldn't be able to catch it.
Make a dexterity save, I guess.
That's a 17.
Okay, you catch the rock, no problem.
Nice pass, oh.
Woot! Volleyball. Training. Paying off.
Cool, so I'm gonna cut those vines for my friends.
All right. The rock is not a great tool, but it manages to somewhat cut through the vines to give you some quasi rope. So you have acquired a stone knife and vines. All right.
All right, let's get up there.
Yeah, I'll really dig my hooves in, so, I can help them.
Tanager, I would suggest if you could tie the other end around something, you would not have to tire your arms out.
Duh. I totally knew that. I was testing your survival skills. Tanager turns like really red and is like, oh man, come on, that was so... Come on, get together, Tad. Come on, get your head in the game. Ties it off to a tree.
Okay, you guys now can make climbing checks with advantage due to the quote-unquote rope.
That is acrobatics or is it athletics?
Athletics.
Oh man, I'm still not good at athletics. Yeah, that's a 9.
Oh, jeez,
that's a
guys.
natural one.
Wait, with advantage you roll twice and you take the higher number.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
It's a bit better.
Lorien manages to get to the top without any difficulty. Unfortunately, Olive has still failed to successfully get to get up the cliffside.
I'm cool with this because I am a crocodile. They are not good at lifting their own body weight with their little swimmy arms. Like, if you've seen a crocodile swim, we tuck our arms into our side and we move like a snake through the water. So this is pretty fair, yeah. I would probably fail at pulling my own body weight up a rope, yeah. Oh, I should mention, Olive's really overweight, even for lizard folk. Like,
All right.
she really likes food, and it's been a while since she's played volleyball, so...
Okay, I yell encouragingly, you can do it, Olive. Just one more try. I'm sure it'll work fine the next time.
DM, is a second try allowed?
Go ahead. It has...
Okay, all right. Eventually. I rolled an 18 plus 3.
Yeah,
21.
you're good.
Okay. I did it. I did it. I'm like laying flat on the cliff right near the edge that I crawled up over. Completely just done with climbing.
I put my arm around Lorien and I'm like, I'm so proud of her.
Yes, that was something to see.
I use thaumaturgy to just make my voice echo. I go, Olive rocks, woo!
Oh no! It echoes off of like the untamed wilderness and monsters around us, right?
Instantly, dozens of birds take off flying from the trees in every direction.
See? This was a good thing because now there's less birds. We should go.
Yes, we should. I agree, and I follow Tanager along the waterfall trail upstream.
Well, once
As
Tanager
do I.
realizes he's in the lead, he gets like very nervous and is like, okay, yep, we just gotta go this way, guys. Don't worry about this.
You're doing fine.
All right. The land is going slowly further and further uphill, and getting more steep and steep the further up you go, to the point where it's not exactly an easy climb, and the river is rushing real fast next to you. Eventually, you do successfully reach the top of the volcano. There's a reason the volcano is no longer active, because inside is a gigantic crater lake. The water has been filled up. From the top of the volcano, you can see a good portion of the island. Jungle, jungle, and more jungle, with a beach and the ocean.
I'm gonna try to look down at the spot I yelled from earlier and see if there's any like large predators like searching around it.
Yeah.
Nothing big enough that you'd be able to see from here.
Oh, I feel totally safe then.
I muse aloud to no one in particular. Survive. That is such a vague goal. Survive until when? Survive what? I wonder how much bad luck I'm bringing just by asking these questions out loud.
Yeah. So did we pass any caves on our way up the volcano side?
Not currently on this part of the island. There might be caves, but they're not currently where you passed. So.
Okay. Well, a cliff is pretty defensible except for giant birds. So I scanned the sky for birds. Can I do a perception check for like
Yeah, sure.
birds? Okay. Woo! 19. Are there any giant birds?
You see ordinary birds. The biggest thing you see is not that impressive.
Okay, good.
You see parrots. You see, what's that one big bird that flies great distances? I can't think of it all of a sudden.
Albatross?
Yeah, you see an albatross, but that's the biggest bird that you see.
All right. So do you guys want to spend the night here on this cliff because it's defensible? If anything comes at us from below, we'll just kick him in the face and push him off the mountain, you know? Eh?
I suppose it's as good a place as any.
Yeah, and we can use the vines to tie ourselves to the cliff face so that when we're sleeping, we don't fall off.
You're not quite on a cliff right now, but yeah. You left the cliff alone, so it's just a really steep hill right now.
And then tomorrow we can build shelter as we drink water and try to kill something to eat it. Yeah? Plans? Surviving?
Do we see any, like, meaty looking birds around?
Yeah, I want to find a real juicy toucan.
Oh, no. Oh.
There are plenty of birds that you could catch to eat if need be.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We're gonna eat toucans. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance. It's a cantrip. I'm gonna try to get. Oh wait, I have to get within 5 feet of the bird. So I'm gonna try to stalk up to this juicy toucan.
The bird... Well, make a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 9.
The bird squawks and flies away.
As that happens, I immediately hold my orb up high and cast magic missile, separating it to 1 dart for 3 birds.
Okay. You successfully knock out all 3 birds. Congratulations.
I turn to Tanager and Tanager and say, good try, but perhaps this island is not your best
slow
environment.
clapping. That was very impressive.
And then I go to collect the birds.
Okay, you have birds.
I said, Olive, maybe we could try getting some firewood as well. That would
Ooh,
probably make the night a lot more comfortable.
yes, I punch a tree. The DM's face. Okay. All right, look, Olive's pretty simple. She has needs, and these needs involve punching. So,
Yeah, I've noticed.
yeah, I collect firewood. Can I roll some attack
Okay.
rolls on picking up?
You can hit branches and stuff like that to cut them, to break them off, I guess. You do
Excellent.
successfully collect a decent amount of firewood.
Oh, sweet. All right. I am aware that dry is better, so I'm looking for dead branches. Yeah.
Oh, I asked Olive to pile some of them in a fire pile so we can start getting a fire going.
You guys. I have the cooking skill. You may not be aware of how fat this crocodile is, but this is a fat crocodile. I have very few loves in life. Volleyball, cooking, my monk correspondence school. But yeah, I have the cooking skill. So like, I think we're going to have delicious food. Normally I would have cooking tools too, but those went down with the boat.
Yes.
So I cheer Olive and say, that is tremendously useful. You are doing amazing on this island, my friend.
I feel uncomfortable
And then
with the compliment. Haven't done anything
and
yet.
then I kind of lazily toss the fire bolts at the pile of wood that's been piled up.
Holy cow, that is so much more useful than what I'm doing. Wow.
Each of you have your skills, and
Olive is going to try to scavenge some cooking tools from the wood that I'm breaking.
okay.
I want like a stone that's concave, and I want like a flat wood.
The flat wood is easier to get a hold of than the stone.
Well, then I'm looking for a flat, thin stone.
You can find a flat... make a perception check.
Ooh, okay. 18.
You successfully find a flat stone of about what you want in the stream bed.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to put the flat stone on the top of like a box of stones and make a fire inside it. Well, a firebolt, gosh, like that makes life so much easier. And then I'm going to try to cook the birds, take their feathers off, cut their organs out, and get the meat and cook them on the flat stone. Yeah.
All right. This is... okay. That works. The stone manages to retain the heat pretty well and cook the meat effectively over the fire.
Do y'all want some grilled chicken?
Sounds good to me. Things are looking up.
Hey.
Although
Yeah.
I do miss the usual spices, but
Yeah.
this is very good for where we are.
Okay. So the sun is starting to go down.
All right. Who wants to take first watch?
I'll probably be too hammered by third watch, so I'll go first.
All right, I'll help you guys tie yourselves to the cliff.
I'm gonna be honest, that is such a terrifying idea that I'm gonna be awoke by a sudden jolt at my waist as I'm dangling off a cliff.
It's better than the flat ground and whatever large creatures can find you there.
Yeah.
So, sleeping on a cliff, especially if we can make like a little lean-to and keep our body heat next to us, like in a shelter. Yeah, That is
All right.
prime time jungle living right there. And we've got chicken. It's a good day, actually.
Yeah, today's been great. He's just tying himself off real curtly.
Tanager's having a little crisis.
Yeah, no, everything's going great today. I was super helpful, and I caught all the. I'm gonna go watch the cliff now. Man, I'm so afraid that I'm calling that monster Double Olive because it was twice the size. Is nocturnal and just about to really mess our day up.
Lorien has no such fears. He eats his island chicken and just curls up and falls asleep instantly around 10 feet away from the fire.
So cool. Just dawn till dust.
What does Olive do?
I try to find a cliff overhang that can shelter me from sight, and I'm going to tie myself, to a cliff. If I can find a tree or a big rock that seems sturdy, I'm going to loop the rope around that and then around myself. And body heat loss is especially a problem for crocodiles. So the fire really helps, yeah.
Well, fortunately, you guys are in a tropical area, so right now, and it's summer, so the fire, it's actually fairly comfortable, so.
Oh, good. Yeah, I have heat problems, so that's great.
Okay. Well, during the night, that constitution roll that I had you guys do earlier kicks in.
Oh, goodness.
Are you guys familiar with the Montezuma's Revenge?
Unfortunately.
No.
It's a lot of stomach pain and drive heaving.
Oh no.
It's what happens when you don't drink prepared water. It's not pleasant.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It causes nausea and the runs bad. So,
Hey, it's a good thing we're on the cliff.
Tanager is just actively having Montezuma's revenge and just looking at Olive like, yes, how fortuitous.
Sweet. Yeah, we don't have to sleep next to our sick. Yeah, it's so convenient to have this cliff here. I'm trying to always look on the bright side of life. So.
Oh, goodness.
yeah. Also, at night, you hear the jungle indeed turns from pleasant animal cries to, in the distance, not so pleasant. A bird squawking in terror and pain as it's being attacked.
Birds on this island have a rough life.
Yeah, they do. Oof. I gift them with my Montezuma's revenge.
Oh my god.
I believe one of you guys passed. I don't remember who.
I think I got a 15, so this just might be...
Yeah, the 15 was
probably
good.
Just a normal island water and liquor all day.
Yeah, you're good.
You said you were drinking water and you were actually just chugging the flask.
I got a different thing going on.
That's not good for us.
Okay, so... Is anyone, I know we're physically tired because, it's been a day, but no one's missing hit points or spell slots, or actually you, Lorien's, Firebolt's a cantrip. You should be okay.
The magic missile was not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
The one who passed is rested. Well, those who failed did not have a pleasant night, and you are one stage of exhaustion currently.
Oh no. Let me look up what that is.
Yeah, I think you have disadvantage on all skill checks until you rest for 8 hours or something.
And if you get too many stages of exhaustion.
The first stage isn't so bad. The second one is where things start getting bad, and then you just die if you hit 5, so...
Oh gosh, yeah. Alright, so most important priority at this point is, I notice Lorien is sick too, and can I deduce that it is something that we experienced together causing this?
Make a medical check, a medicine check.
Seriously?
Oof.
7.
Oh,
So I don't even know what caused it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so crap. If I don't know what caused it, I'm going to continue to drink that water. This is bad.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't have an out.
The others can attempt
wait,
it too. So
I do have a medicine skill, so let me. 15 with a bonus of 1.
you're good. Yeah, you know that the water was not. The water was more than likely the cause of this illness.
I grimace and do my best to make a smile and say, "This is very unfortunate. We should avoid that water."
You know that boiling water typically fixes this situation.
I say to Olive, I don't suppose you have any bowl-shaped rocks lying around, do you?
Oh, boiling the water. That's so smart. I should have thought of that. I am going to prioritize that for today since we seem to have like the food, and we're not going to die from exposure, right? And we've got so water, right, is back to our top priority. So I would like to spend several hours today. I'm looking for, how do you get a bowl-shaped rock? You can carve one, right? Like, isn't how ye olden people did it is they would get some sandstone and then they would just kind of like make it?
Yeah.
Huh. But it needs a lid, right? Okay, so, oh man.
Not necessarily. You don't really need a lid. You just need a container.
Yeah, so we need like another flat rock. Well, we've got the flat rock. Okay. Yeah, oh man. Life is harder without plastic and metal.
I mean, wild plan. Why don't we just go mess up a turtle?
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah, we can just get the water from the blood. That's fair. I got an 11 on an intelligence check, but yeah, I'm going to spend like several hours looking for either a carvable rock or a U-shaped rock already. Yeah.
I got a 9 and no bonuses.
Hey, okay. You find some soft rock that could be carved.
Okay. I bring it back to the campsite on the cliff face. I do not trust the jungle, and I start carving away, and I'm like, this is my task for the day. I'm gonna make this into a pot.
Okay. What is everyone else doing while she's making her pot?
I'm doing my best to look like I'm not in pain at all.
Tanager's just strolling through this jungle sipping liquor, trying to get within 5 feet of an animal so he can attempt to Word of Radiance it to death.
Well, note your flask does not have an unlimited supply of alcohol in it. So,
Well, it's a mechanical motion, even if there's nothing in it. It just makes him feel better to do it.
Oh.
by now, the flask is completely empty.
Where has all the rum gone?
Guys, I don't want to accuse anyone, but someone stole all my rum.
How big is your flask exactly?
It's, he's like a professional alcoholic, so it's like a good size flask, but it won't last him 2 days. Like, it's definitely gone by breakfast.
How
I mean, I think we know where you're going with this, but we failed our intelligence check, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, what's the material your flask is made out of?
Like a tin, probably. Like, it's not super nice, but it's like a sturdy enough. Like, if you hit it with a rock, it'll dent, but like, it's alright. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I'm going to hold it up to the camera. This is how much water a human being needs to drink every like 20 hours or so. So a flask is just not big enough.
Yeah.
Like
I guess, like, I don't know if anybody's ever had like Mad Dog 2020, that like reinforced, or that fortified hobo wine, but it's like...
No, I have no idea what it is.
What? There's really words aside from hobo wine. It's super cheap, super high proof, and like the flavors that don't make sense, like tropical red And you're like, what flavor is that? But I was mainly going for the dimensions of the bottle, where it's bigger than a flask, but it's like small enough you could put it in a hobo jacket. So, like, that's the size flask, which may be like a third of that jug that you held
Oh gosh,
out.
yeah, no. And we would need like 3 of those jugs. So, yeah, like 9 flask boilings. Yeah.
I mean, we could just keep it going all day.
That's not quite what I was having the intelligence check for, but it was certainly, all right. All right, so after a number of hours, you have what appears to be a small pot.
All right. And that's like some sandstone that I've ground away.
Yeah.
I'm probably tired. I'm exhausted, one could say.
Yes.
Hopefully not that exhausted, because that...
Yeah. I'm going to let you boil the water, though, for sure, because I'm lit tired.
Okay, using more firewood that we collected yesterday, because we didn't use all of it, I will use firebolt to set it on fire, set a new fire, and start boiling a bunch of stream water, as much as the pot
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
due to the properties of sandstone, a loud crack can be heard from the stone
Dang it.
as it heats up.
No.
And a whoosh, all the water comes out of the sandstone.
Yeah, I'm mending that. Like, once we hear the crack, I probably burn my hands grabbing, like, a hot pot, but I'm like, no. Mending.
Mending takes 10 minutes to prepare, unfortunately. So,
Does it?
yes, it does.
Checking out the spell right now, and I don't see that.
Casting time is 10 minutes.
1 minute
Oh, 1 minute.
for me.
Okay,
All
1
right.
minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the creek, and I'm going to look for clay, because gotta make a pot, I guess. Like, straight up, we'll die if we don't. So I'm going to try to look for a clay, like, to be able to make a pot.
You find clay. I'm sorry, just sandstone does not stand up to heat at all.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm going to try to mold the clay and fashion it into something that resembles a pot. And then I'm going to put that clay in the fire.
okay. You managed to create something somewhat looking like a pot. And
I imagine
problem
that
is
is
it's
my
going to
entire day.
it's going to take some time to harden.
Yeah, that's like my entire day right there. I can do nothing else today. I hope you guys find food and water, because I've done... So this is why people can die in the wilds, because that took me all day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to...
Realizing the fix we're in, I look around at the trees for some fruit, maybe. Looking around at the bottom of the... Well, I'm not going too far into the jungle, but looking for some small animals that are bigger than birds.
You find some coconut trees.
Better. That's not bad.
These appear to be somewhat ripe, but they are out of reach.
I just start tossing firebolts to knock some things down.
Okay. Could I use a combination of my jump and my headbutt to just jump real high and smack my head in the tree to try to get one to fall?
Whoa, wait, sorry, I exhausted along with my character, but I realized I hold my orb up high and form a mage hand to start plucking coconuts down.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
The less ripe ones are not... the mage hand fails, but some of the drier husks do fall to the ground with mage hand. Isn't that a first level spell?
That's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. So yes, you managed to bring a couple to the ground.
My eyes light up in triumph as finally we have some good news. I try to suppress my emotion a bit as I say to Olive, come here. We have some useful cups and some something to eat and drink. Help me bring these over to the campfire.
All right. Perhaps Tanager does that instead of Olive, because Olive is...
Okay, Tanager, you come as well.
Woo! Yeah, I help out haul coconuts because I'm feeling fine.
Yeah. Olive's like suffering a little bit of malaise and is busy exploding a sandstone pot in this moment.
Yes. All right.
Oh, by the way, I looked up the right answer, guys, if you're stuck in the wild, because I was like, there has to be a way. Like, humans didn't all die. Like, how did we fix this? And it turns out you take the rock from the fire and you stick it in your pot with the water, and it'll boil the water that way. So, doughy.
Oh,
Player didn't know. Olive probably didn't know either. But yeah, there's like really hot rocks in the fire, and then you like put that in the water, and then you don't need the pot to get all that hot because the water inside the pot will boil.
I never knew that.
that's smart.
I would definitely not survive this jungle.
Oh no.
Yeah, I broke the first sandstone pot before I figured that out, shall we say.
You guys are learning actual survival techniques. So,
Woo, D&D training for life skills. What did you do on your job resume? I've played D&D. So
You stick me on an island, I'm fine.
Also, I asked Olive to use her razor sharp claws to actually open the coconuts, because otherwise we can't actually do anything with them.
I mean,
okay.
I've been headbutting everything.
Well, you're finally using your head.
I actually have really weak arms. I'm mostly a biter. Mm-hmm.
I impatiently wait to drink some of this non-contaminated liquid, and also eat of the flesh inside, because I'm very hungry.
I'm going to try. Can I make an attack roll for him? Because I do have natural weapons.
Sure.
I've got my lizard folk bite. I'm going to just try to nom off the top of the coconut. Crack it open.
Okay.
11 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
8 damage.
Okay. You crack open a coconut.
I just bite it.
Inside of the coconut is some milky fluid and the mostly dry, but yes, somewhat edible coconut material.
I bite coconuts for everybody. Here you go. There's like a clear crocodile impression on the coconut where I opened it with my jaws, and I hand you some coconuts.
I completely ignore the haphazard nature of the fruit and would just start drinking like my life depended on it, because it absolutely does.
All right. Good. You got yourself a little food. That night, the illness abates a bit.
Oh, good.
Your pot is drying, but that night, the noises get closer. This time you hear a loud roar of a large beast in the jungle nearby.
Should I roar back? Is it?
Can satyrs roar?
I mean, this one can, baby. Well, but what if it's like a bear thing, where it's like if we make because I can use the thaumaturgy to make my voice seem like big and scary. So like, what if he's like, oh, that's another equal predator, I'm gonna go find something that's not that.
I guess make an intimidation check.
Okay, I think this is finally something I'm good at. Nope, didn't take intimidation because I'm a nice guy. Yeah, that's a 6. So,
Oh,
yeah, crushing blow. Roar at you, sir.
How close is this noise, the roaring that we're hearing?
You can't. It's gonna be more than a half mile away currently.
Okay, that's too far for me to do anything. I take a note of what Tanager did, but I don't do anything right now, and just focus on trying to recover from the illness, so I'm at full strength.
Yeah, if you guys want to just like, I can take double shifts on guard duty if you guys want to get a little extra rest in.
thanks. I don't feel super great. That really helps.
Yeah. Yes, would you please, Tanager? I've not myself today.
Oh, of course, yes, I'm feeling right as rain. And then he drinks out of his empty flask.
Physically fine, emotionally not though.
having a bit of a mood today, guys. But yeah, honestly,
But I'd say to Tanager, please have another coconut.
yeah, I really like these mugs. I think I'm going to take one home with me.
When I was listening to your interview, I had a feeling that your character is gonna be the one that had the hardest time with this one.
Yeah, nobody really to negotiate with here. Hey, I mean, I think command works on animals, so, I got that in my pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, oof. What I wouldn't give for a traveling merchant. Am I right, guys?
Oh my gosh,
elbow
yeah.
your, like, exhausted bodies.
Like, I agree. I whimper.
Yeah, but just keeping good watch.
Okay. Once again, the night passes without incident. By morning, the entire party is well rested.
Yay. You know how I gave you guys all high fives when we drank the poison water? And I was like, we're not going to die? I do it again. Unironically, we're not going to die, guys. High five.
I quickly look around, like,
I returned the high five somewhat unenthusiastically.
I, like, sneak the high five in, like someone's gonna steal it. Like, all right,
We're fine and everything's going great. Yeah, we're not going to die.
yeah, I'm never gonna die.
Is the pot done?
It's somewhat dried, yes.
Sweet. Can we boil water in it?
You can make a good attempt, yeah.
All right, I attempt to boil water in it.
The clay is decent enough to do it. Problem is, the water kind of becomes a little muddy when added to the clay. Unless you really, you can boil it, it's just not going to be the cleanest water. Because unless you really harden a pot, a clay pot in a good kiln.
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've done bad clay before. I am aware of the mud that results. So I don't know if Olive would know about this, but the player knows about a multi-stage gravel to pebbles to sand filtration system. But I don't know how much Olive would know about that for separating.
Definitely not.
fine
Definitely
stones.
not.
Yeah. I don't think clay's gonna kill you, and I think we're focusing on survival. So I'll just wait and drink the clear water from the top, decanter style.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have successfully acquired clean drinking water.
Yay! Okay, we're not gonna die, guys. Woo!
I follow Olive's lead and drink what I can because I'm definitely not trusting the unclear water.
Okay. Good. You guys are managing to do quite well so far.
Coconuts, birds, and boiled water, guys, for the win.
And now that my face doesn't look gaunt and sick, I stand tall and say, all right, that is one job done. Now let's do something about that giant roaring. Or perhaps just go around it.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Honestly, let's think about going around it.
Yes, I would like to mention before it becomes an issue, I don't know how to heal. So,
But you're a cleric.
I'm not that kind of cleric. I'm a party cleric. I just like hang out and chill.
Okay, what are you good at then?
Mainly hanging out and chilling. But I'm a commanding presence. So, as long as I can get this thing to understand how cool I am, then I'll be able to hold my own.
Oh.
Also, I go like, and I can do this. Ha! And I do Word of Radiance, so I just like explode with radiant light. But I have to get pretty close for that to be effective. But just before any wild moves happens, I cannot fix broken legs.
That is good to know. And also good to know that I shouldn't punch it before you get a chance to try to sway it to our side.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
One thing that we could do is try to like scrabble the stone out from the cliff face to make like a place where, because rain can happen. I know it hasn't yet, but rain with no shelter sucks. So
That is good. I also thought you were going to go in put a giant rock on the edge of a cliff to drop onto the giant predator.
Ooh, while we're excavating, we can set up like some wood to hold the stones and then like a stick under it so it can like be like a ledge that we can pull the stick out from, like tie some vines. Oh my gosh, yeah, tie some
And
vines
I can find the stick.
around. Yes. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to excavate the cliff face to make a secure rainproof shelter and then put the stones into like a wooden U-shaped hold with a vertical stick under it with a rope tied around it, and we can yoink the stick out from under it.
Okay, so you're going to be making some survival checks on this one.
Oh, no.
Both for the shelter and...
We had a plan, guys. We had a good plan.
As their Olive and Tanager are being incredibly excited about all this, Lorien is perhaps looking somewhat doubtful, not showing it, not saying so, but saying perhaps also we should try checking for caves as a backup plan. That
Also,
was one of our original ideas.
Yeah.
let me remind you that Tanager specifically listed one of his weaknesses during that interview as knots.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I should not have tied myself for bed last night. I just keep folding them over a couple times.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll tie your knots from now on. And I guess I'll do so which part of this is the survival, when we excavate the rock or when we put it in the wooden holds?
The putting it into the wooden holds.
Okay.
Good.
And that's survival?
Yeah.
11.
You think you have it enough into the wooden hole. I think you got enough in place.
And then I tie the knot around the vine on the yoink stick.
All right. Yes, I was laughing my head off when he said one of his weaknesses was the ability to tie knots. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, this is my grand debut.
In the meantime, I'd like to just kind of walk along the bottom of the cliff and look for a cave.
Yeah.
Which makes so much more sense. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a volcanic island. There are a number of caves that used to be lava flow tubes along the side of the cliff. So,
Oh, shouldn't there be like really, really sharp rocks as well?
Oh, yeah, obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have the survival to know that. I'm not sure if anyone else does.
Yeesh. I mean, I don't have 0. I think Tanager would probably know that there are such a thing as sharp rocks, but he would have no idea how to identify them or where
since
to find them.
Tanager likes shiny stuff, he knows diamonds, but that's about it. I'm joking.
Okay, but do I find the cave, though?
Yes, you find a cave.
I as soon as I find the cave, I go inside to take a look, but not too deeply inside.
Yeah,
Like 30 feet, 40 feet, if it's that long.
it's long enough. It is a pretty smooth surface cave. The floor is solid rock, interesting flowing pattern, and it goes back a good distance.
Okay, since I don't have any real light source, I just come back out and decide to go back and tell Olive and Tanager about what I found.
Okay.
So, friends, good news. I found a cave down not that far to the west. It might have something to do with the volcano on this island, but it would surely provide a shelter from the rain without any trap building skills required. Perhaps we should move the camp down that way. Well, and then we can plan our next step.
Okay. How tall is the cave?
Tall enough. Maybe 15 to 20 feet.
Okay. So we could make like a wooden door to it, or like a wall, and like wall this in, make a house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked Olive and Tanager, would anyone happen to be able to create light?
Tanager looks around. I mean, I can just do Word of Radiance a bunch, and then I would just kind of glow like a firefly in the corner.
Yeah. One of you is a glowing person, and the other one of you has fire, like, bolting abilities. So.
Yeah, we just need to go in that cave. Super aggressive. Just shooting firebolts off.
Oh, no. We don't need to do anything. We can put a wall on the cave and then see if anything tries to open or close the wall that
that's
we put
smart.
up. The easiest way to explore a cave or to explore a place is to see if anyone else is exploring a place.
Well, make a perception check.
Okay. Someone else should do that because I'm probably building wooden defenses.
I'm not. I got a +2. I'll give it a shot. That's a 7.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
I have a 7 with a bonus of 3.
Okay. You notice a lot of animal tracks, but there are no major tracks outside of the cave that would show signs of anything big.
This seems like a safe enough spot. Let's make that wall and perhaps get some more coconuts.
Yeah, I help you. It's probably going to take us a few days to construct that wall, so in the meantime, we can sleep in the rainproof shelter up above it. I guess a few days can pass and we'll have the wall done, right? We're not exactly starving to death or running out of water.
Yeah.
By like day 4, Tanager just looks at you guys and goes like, "Do we just live here now?"
It's better than dying here.
He clutches his filthy silks. Like,
I'm still wearing my pajamas. Yep.
Yeah. Figured forcing you guys into your skivvies might make things a little less,
So what's going on at the roaring? Is that getting closer as well?
No, it's moving further away at the moment, so.
Okay.
that's good.
Yes.
After our shelter is done and we're stable, Lorien would like to suggest let's go investigate that volcano, because, well, volcanoes are where all the action is, usually.
Olive follows you up the mountain.
Yeah, Tanager comes along, of course.
Hey guys, we are going to take a short break right now.
We survived the first half.
Yes. It will be a short break for us, but shorter for you guys. Joining us this time were Olive, Tanager, and Lorien.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com or finding us on YouTube. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Fire Breathing Kittens. We are once again joined by Olive,
Hello.
Tanager,
Hello.
and Lorien.
Greetings.
Please roll a d20.
13.
14.
4.
Okay. Tanager, please tell us what happened in the last session.
After being out on adventure, our boat was viciously assaulted by a petty god with nothing better to do than to put us on an island and test us with the vague notion of survive, which we have done smashingly well, figuring out how to clean water from a stream and surviving on slow birds and coconuts. We've recently opened up our, second place of residence. If we find one more place to camp, we can all have separate houses. So we're doing, really good, and if the gods say any different, I'm gonna tell my god, and then he's gonna punch him.
I don't know that your relationship with your god is on that level.
Oh, I think it is, and I do a fist bump, but I do it directly up into the sky.
All right. Well, indeed, you've successfully found shelter, because that is a good thing, as a storm is brewing off the coast. More than likely, it might rain.
Question.
Okay.
Did anything try to disturb the wooden gate that we put up, completely blocking the entrance of the cave?
Not at the moment. Nothing has disturbed it yet. So.
And a day has passed and a night, and nothing's trying to go in and out. No bears have casually tossed aside our gate.
No.
Mm.
I'm going to do a quick roll. The sound of an animal has moved further away from the campsite you are currently located.
I kind of want to go hunt it. I'm feeling real strong. Like, that could be good food and furs. I don't know. Plus, I'm bored.
I for once, I will agree with Tanager. Let's do something. We could hunt. We could climb up the volcano. We could perhaps go deeper into this cave or whatever it is. Although we don't have a reliable source of light, which is a problem. But I could go hunting. Let's go hunting.
Okay. Would any of you benefit from a shield, a club, a javelin, or darts or needles? Can any of you use those things?
I could use a visit from my tailor, but otherwise nothing to do with those right now.
Okay.
Throwing weapons are like I favor. So like darts or something I could toss.
Okay. All right. Well, then I have cunning artisan. If I'm given a knife, like your stone knife that you've got, and either a beast, construct, dragon, monstrosity, or plant remains, I can, during a short rest, craft 1d4 darts/needles. So for you to have so many throwing weapons, like all the throwing weapons you could possibly, use, we gotta kill some more slow birds or something.
Yeah, well, let's go hunting, gang.
Yeah.
I put my fingers in mud and do like war paint under my eyes.
Yeah. And once we've got, do you want a shield, Lorien? I don't know what can help you.
I'm good with empty hands as long as I can twirl around my crystal ball.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah. Let's get stuff.
What's that? Like, it's some kind of juggling where they just roll the like orb like down their arms.
Yes, that's my specialty. That's contact juggling.
Yeah,
that is my act.
Contact juggling. Yeah, that's sick.
Cool.
You catch Tanager like at night trying to like contact juggle a rock when he thinks nobody's looking.
All right, let's go find a boar.
Well, definitely won't be a boring hunt then.
Har, har, har.
Yes, gods be good.
Kill some small things along the way to get some darts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish a bird would get within 5 feet of me. I bet they won't. Are we tied at a +2 survival as like the best of the group?
That's what I've got, yeah.
I have a +1.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter who leads.
Okay.
Okay, well, let me see command, because if we see something large, I could just command it to stop, and then you guys be ready to, like, pounce on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. No. It has to understand language.
Oh.
Oh.
So this is either got to be a really smart bear, which really, I don't want to kill Yogi Bear. That seems wrong.
What if Yogi Bear was going to kill you?
Oh, well, then I'd put him down. I'd put that mamma jamma right in the ground.
Exactly. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Can I do a survival check to try to gather some darts for our melee limited friend? I'm killing small animals.
Okay.
Oh, I want to float in the water and then use my jaws to bite zebras.
Zebras? Zebras?
Yeah, you don't find any zebras.
I just want to float in the water and like kill some fish and antelopes and survive. That's what I'm doing to survive.
You find fish.
Okay, fish. All right, so I'm going to roll survival. 15. Can I kill some things?
Yes, you do find a couple fish in the stream.
I use my cunning artisan and your stone knife, if you'll let me, Tanager, to turn them into... You have 4 darts.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just give you the stone knife, since you're going to get much better use out of it than I would.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Oh, no. 21.
You notice brush moving nearby as if something rather large is moving around.
Ooh. I motion to my friends with my hands because I'm still floating in the water. I go back into the water. You know, I'm amphibious. So I point over there, and I'm going to try to hide as a log. Can I please make a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Gator style.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, you make a very convincing log.
Woo!
I notice what Olive is doing and also start to slink away towards the shadow of a big tree. My stealth roll is 18 plus a bonus of 4.
You successfully make yourself hard to spot.
Okay, so noticing Lorien, noticing what Olive's doing, Tanager fans out his robe like a prey animal and starts like, oh, I'm just going to drink some water from this pond while not paying attention.
I love
and
it.
then be ready to like throw something at him.
Well, you know how you were asking for a bird to get within 5 feet of you?
Oh, I wish one would.
Well, your wish granted as a very, very large bird comes out of the brush.
Ooh, right next to the water?
Yeah.
Yay!
This
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is a large bird on 2 spindly legs and a long neck, covered in hair-like feathers.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to toss a throwing weapon as soon as I see this terrifying beast come out of the jungle.
Yeah!
Roll initiative.
Yeah. 11.
That's an
And a survival check if anyone, a knowledge nature check if anyone wants to.
11 from me as well. And
13.
you know what? I'm just gonna throw a knowledge nature out there. I have a +0, but I'll give it a shot. That's 14.
This is an emu.
Oh man.
Oh, I heard about the Australian Emu War. I know who wins this.
Is Tanager Australian by any chance?
No, but I do have stock in emu meat, so.
Do you? That's great.
Oh,
So my modifier for the initiative is +2. What's yours? Just to see who goes first with the
+2.
11s.
Yeah, basic +2.
So a 15, a 13, and 2 11s.
Oh, so it's Lorien, Emu, Tanager, Olive?
Sounds like it.
Who is the emu going towards? He's going towards Tanager, right?
Yes. These are nasty creatures, so
yeah, their hands, or not hands, but
they're
talons or whatever, terrifying.
Yes, they are. It strikes out with its claw. Actually, it is Tanager's turn first, so.
Lorien, Emu, Tanager,
Lorien.
Olive.
Yeah, it's Lorien's turn.
I will immediately acid splash at it.
Okay, does it need to make a save or something, or is it a attack roll?
It is just it's auto hit. Let me see. It is, what dex save?
That is a total of 15. What's the DC save?
13. So it does take no damage.
Okay. So that means it's the emu's turn, and it's going after Tanager, so I'm guessing an 11 probably doesn't hit. No, wait, not an 11. A 13. Does a 13 hit you?
When you said from the boat, are we just like wearing no clothes, or do we have our armor?
You're wearing your clothes.
Okay, then 13 would hit me.
Okay. Yeah, that's increases the challenge rating if we get, I said, one item, and your armor and your weapons counted as the one item each.
That's
so.
true. I did do the bit. I just said this.
Doctor, heal thyself.
I'm not that kind of doctor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, the emu smacks you for 9 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah. I'm down.
What?
Oh,
you're
dang.
that low in health?
We're level.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't
I have
expecting.
a +1 Constitution modifier.
This thing. Wow, that's
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
not seeing anything else dangerous. The emu walks up to the stream.
Wait, no, it hold on. So it moved up to Tanager and it
you're right. It
one
is.
hit killed him and then
It is. I guess that's Olive's turn
It's
now.
okay. I mean,
Tanager can make a death saving throw, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I have absolute faith in Tan. He'll be fine.
Okay, Tanager, make a death saving throw, please.
Don't worry, baby. I got this. 13.
Oh, good.
You're good.
One pass.
Oh, wow, okay. This thing's challenge rating is low, but it's,
I mean, we're also very weak.
yes.
Dang. All right, so for the listeners, if he passes 3 times, he stabilizes and doesn't die. And if he fails 3 times, which is if he rolls a 9, I think, or below, then if he fails 3 times, he dies. And if he gets hit while he's down...
Also, ones count for double.
Oh, yeah. If he gets hit while he's down, it's 2 fails. And if he rolls a 1 or a 20, those are double their number.
No, 20 is actually complete back out on his feet. 1 is double, so...
Yeah. Yep, so 1 pass means that if you get hit, you don't auto-die, but let's just try to prevent that from happening. So Olive, the log in the water, erupts from the water. Do I have enough movement with 30 feet to get to the even?
No problem.
Okay, I rolled a 13 to hit with my biting jaws.
That's a hit.
I do 5 damage, and then because of my martial arts, I can bonus action unarmed strike if I used a monk weapon, such as my lizard folk bite, and am unarmored and unshielded. So then I get a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I punch it for 5 damage more, so 10 damage total on my turn.
The emu squawks loudly in surprise.
Log attack! After me, it's Lorien. Oh, and I would like to get in between it and the body of my fallen friend.
Okay. You are
I got you, Tan. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Lorien.
On my turn, I decide to go with fire instead of acid. 19 on a firebolt.
That's a hit.
And damage of 7.
Okay. It is the emu's turn.
Still standing. That is a tough emu.
Wow.
I know, this thing... the challenge rating is well within your... what a party should be able to do at level 1, but... it misses.
I mean, it's what? 2-3 good rounds of combat? That's good.
It misses Olive.
Woo!
Badly misses Olive.
Bring it, bird!
Keep biting. Bite its neck off.
I doubt it would have missed... I doubt it would have hit any of you guys with that roll, so even without your armor.
Yeah, I have natural armor of scales. Yeah.
I don't even wear armor. The armor is for wusses.
You see me in my pajamas, fully armored.
Exactly.
And you're a monk anyways, so
Tanager.
you're going to have... What about Tanager? Okay, Tanager, I believe it's your saving throw.
Oof, that's an 8.
Oh no, 1 pass and 1 fail.
Tanager, get up, man. You're kind of embarrassing yourself.
He like mumbles, dramatic tension.
Okay, Olive.
Olive tries to bite the bird for 21 to hit,
That's a hit.
Oof.
dealing 6 damage.
You take the bird down.
My jaws lock around its neck and I wrestle it to the ground, doing spinning rolls as I drag it towards the water.
All right.
It's instinctive, I can't help it.
You have successfully defeated the emu.
I yell, don't damage the feathers. Those are very useful and very nice to sew with.
Oh yeah, I'm not an animal. I stop doing death spins. I let go.
Okay.
Walk over to Tanager. Take his hand. You look fine, right? You'll survive this. I have faith in you. Absolutely.
Someone try to make a medical check to see if you can medicine check to see if you can...
Oh, my next save was a 15, so I'm like, yeah,
You're good.
I'm cool.
You're still unconscious, but...
Medicine roll.
You can...
Yeah, no, I still
3.
gotta make one more. I'm bleeding pretty bad from my mouth.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. That's my roll of medicine. So I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, okay, wait. So you rolled a 3 overall?
Yes, for medicine with +1.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you made things worse. Fortunately, he did not fail. If you had rolled a 1, that would have been different. You rolled a 2, which is, he's not any worse, but...
I slap him on the back to reassure him, but do a little too hard.
Oh, no. Olive rushes over, seeing Tanager's head, like, loll. You know, like when an unconscious person's head is not supported and their neck, like, is at that weird angle, and then, like, sees Lorien slapping him on the back and the head just, like, shaking violently. And comes over, and with a 19 medicine check, she's a monk.
Torian comes to... The death saves are no longer necessary.
Yeah, take that, you dumb bird.
The bird's over there, Tanager. Can you see all right?
Yeah, I was talking about a different bird. It was... Oh, and then he just lays down on the ground for a while.
All right, you'll be fine. Let's go check out those feathers, shall we? I need a new pillow.
These large, oddly shaped feathers are rather good-sized feathers, and they're more like fur than they are what normally would face with most birds.
Kind of like down, huh?
Emus are weird birds.
Yeah, let's take this corpse back to our cave so that I can cut the skin off of it and do other things that are unsightly and may attract predators.
Yes.
Olive, you can take the bird. I will drag Tanager along.
Oh, no.
Just low moaning.
At least
from a
Tanager's
few
not
feet
going to
away.
die.
Yeah, but I'm upset now.
You're upset now. You should see what that thing did to your pajamas.
Oh, no.
What was the world? I dramatically, rip off the pajamas, which is just like a tattered cloth.
Aw. I have a 360-pound pushing or dragging, lifting, and carrying capacity. Can I get the bird back to the cave?
Yeah, no problem. It's slow work, but you managed to get it back to the cave.
Okay. All right. I proceed to skin it. Oh, first I pull the feathers out, then I skin it. And then I stretch the skin out so that it'll, dry. I don't have any tanning chemicals. I have salt water. What'll that do? Let's find out. All right, I don't know. Experiments in leather are going to happen. And then we're definitely going to cook this meat. And I can get 1d4 darts and needles for Tanager again. From the bones.
All right.
Another 4 needles.
Things are looking up.
I'm rich if we're using needles as the metric for wealth.
Okay.
Yeah, Tanger's just gonna patch himself up, and he's more or less back to normal, even though he's seeping red from various points run from his body.
So it turns out the salt water works rather well. It's the salt that they use. Salt is what they use to tan leather.
Woohoo!
There's other chemicals, but salt is a very effective tool for tanning leather. So, because it pulls water out of various things, and that's what the point of tanning leather is, to draw the water out of the skin.
Yeah. So I can make you that pillow that you wanted, or a blanket. Do you want a pillow or a blanket? Both?
Both. Why not? Both. It's a big bird.
It's a big bird. Okay, so I have officially, I looked it up, soaked the skin in saltwater brine for 16 hours and made leather.
Sounds delicious.
Now we know how leather's made. I've got needles, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So I can like straight up make a pillow with the feathers. And oh my gosh, this works. I just need some kind of like string. Is there any like tall grass nearby?
Or could you use like sinew from the bird?
Ooh. Possibly, yeah. Intestines, right?
Yeah, I think if you just like cut it out and then wash it and dry it. Or like the weird muscle tissue. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's faster than trying to make grass into, string. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't have to card it or spin it. Yep. Okay. Bird pillow it is.
Man, the things you guys are going to be coming away from this campaign with are going to be certainly different.
I'm sure the pillows and blankets will get a spot in my closet of linens.
I don't like birds now.
Well, after being smacked by a bird, I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't.
I'll put it this way. I don't trust a bird. I mean, I did a perfect performance as a prey, but, yeah. We've all got rich
Oh, no,
gifts.
you're great.
Perhaps too perfect of a performance. Just cut that last bit off.
It's true. My acting abilities are too powerful. So, I have a passing thought. I want to try to commune with either the sea god or our god, or literally, like, what if we start sending messages or signal fires? Like, this whole just survive in like a vacuum thing is getting tiresome.
Yeah. Or we could make a boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do have mending, so that might, that's a little extra safety on the open water.
Oh my gosh, yes. Making a watertight boat for sure. Very reassuring. Yeah.
We should also get to the top of that volcano and just take a look if we can see anything nearby the island.
Oh yeah. Okay. After of course, leather and pillow happened, I would love to go with Lorien and the recovered Tanager to the top of the volcano.
Okay. Make a perception check at the top of the volcano, please.
All of us?
Yeah, sure.
17.
7.
13.
Okay, 17 and 13 are enough. In the distance, you can see a small white shape. It appears to be a sail.
Is it moving?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it look like it's coming towards us or just passing by?
Passing by.
Is it moving quickly? Do we have time to just start a fire, maybe try to draw some attention to us?
It's currently moving too quickly.
But you know what? One ship means there might be more ships. If we could start a fire, make a signal, we might draw some kind of attention towards the island.
That's a great idea. You're the one with the firebolt, right?
I was thinking if we could find a small clearing so we don't burn the entire forest down.
Yeah, I guess that would be rude.
And we are currently living in the forest, so...
But, like, if there's any chance that this island is just, like, somehow directly connected to the sea god, I'm down with burning it down. Like, if this is just, like, a conjuration thing that he's done and it's not a real island.
Oh, you want that guy's blood.
That's interesting. Huh, I didn't know if that would be a possibility.
Look, I lost a chest of linens, and some of those were near my 7th favorite outfit. And that's like, will not stand.
Look, we all have our favorite linens, but you can't get too attached to them. They're clothes. We can always buy more.
The look on Tanager's face as you suggest that to the satyr, wearing his ripped and bloody silk kimono.
Oh my God, man! Don't you have a tailor on retainer?
I have a number of tailors, none of which reside on this god. Well, I don't know if it's forsaken or not, because as I said... But it does occur to me that I have once again beefed it and probably could have been using mending on this kimono the whole time I was here. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, our clothes are fine.
Yeah.
I visibly hold my tongue.
I do one of those, like, cartoon character, put my hands up by my face, like, what you gonna do with Tanager? Oh, man.
All right.
So,
Yeah, clearing fire, SOS system. We can keep it going 24/7 because we've got the food and the water managed, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe the beach. We could make like some kind of giant sign and put the fire next to it.
I don't know about
something?
anything that complicated. I thought it was to just be a fire. I don't know if anyone could read a sign at this distance.
Okay, well let's get that going. I will contribute firewood.
isn't there something about, like, the color of smoke where one is, like, not natural, and then the other one is like, oh, it's just something on that island's on fire? Where it's like, wait a second, that's white smoke. That means there's a new pope.
I think there is, but I don't know how to make colors from fire different.
Man, if only we had a book.
Actually, would that be under Arcana? I guess it's not magical fire.
Nature, I guess.
I have no nature.
You can still roll it even if you don't have any, like it's a +0, but you can still roll it. I imagine that there's a lot of plants on this island that we can just toss in one at a time and figure this out.
My nature roll is 7.
Nope.
Tanager giggles and is like, yeah, I'm down to just smoke a bunch of weird plants that we find in the jungle. It seems on par with what's been going on.
All right.
I guess that's what we're doing, man.
Let's build a fire and start tossing in different big leaves in one at a time.
Trial and error.
Yeah,
The best way to survive.
Tanager's genuinely like, this island's getting fun again, guys. I like this.
Tanager's like, hey, if we happen to find any other types of smoke we produce, so be it.
Maybe we just keep like a little journal of the plants.
Yeah, I help out the best I can. I'm contributing wood and different types of plants to burn.
I'll
Okay.
yeah, build that fire high. So even though the thing's moving fast, might be weird enough.
This is probably going to be a lot shorter of a session, campaign than... Okay.
Yes, we've conquered your wilderness challenge.
Take that, gods.
Hey, I'm not disappointed. You guys... This was one of the two options of way how to get out of this situation, so...
Oh, just stay on the island forever wasn't the best thing to do?
I wasn't expecting you to stay on the island forever.
I totally would have. I'm like, got palm trees. I got bird meat. I'm all set.
Eventually, I would have liked to find a place with alcohol and a fireplace and dancing girls again, but this was fine for a week or two.
Oh, alcohol. Oh.
It is getting towards the evening, and the fire is burning hot and large, when the brush near the edge of the forest begins to shake of a large creature approaching.
Dinner. All right.
All right,
As a
I
large-
stand up.
Bear approaches the edge of the jungle.
Let's see.
Does he see us?
Yes, you're a little hard to miss with the massive fire blazing.
Would you like to use the same initiative order as last time?
Yes.
All right, Lorien's up first.
Is the bear charging at us, or is it just standing still there?
Yes, it is charging at the party.
Let's try something else. I will use... Oh, how far away is he? Sorry.
He is, well, the edge of the water. How far did you build the fire from the edge of the forest?
Halfway in between the water and the forest?
The beach is 30 feet wide, so that would be about 15 feet, so yeah.
Okay, I palm my crystal orb and use a minor illusion to create the loudest roar I possibly can coming from behind the bear.
I don't think illusions are vocal at the list level.
No, minor illusion is one sound or an image. Either or.
All right, so minor illusion. I guess they need to make a wisdom save, correct?
Yes. But that's, yeah.
The bear rears back and looks behind itself.
Sorry, it's an intelligence check. Investigation.
Oh. With that roll, it still rears up and tries to find out what the source of the noise. Yeah, because it means that it got an even worse roll than... Okay, the bear is currently trying to find the source of the roar behind it, so that means it is next in... bear doesn't do anything this round.
Oh, sweet. Good job distracting the bear.
Excellent.
After the bear's Tanager.
I'm gonna follow suit with thaumaturgy to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point within range. So I'll just kind of like move down the beach like opposite to the bear and make another noise a little bit farther away to keep pulling it away from the fire.
Okay. Then Olive, what are you going to do?
The bear doesn't see me. Does that mean that like I get any advantage to hit or something like that? I'm not used to a melee attack character.
You will get advantage on attack rolls, so...
Sweet.
Yes, you did just spend the entire last year playing a spellcaster, so I can understand why you're not used to playing a melee character.
So you get advantage when you're hidden?
Yes.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, writing that down. I understand stealthiness now. Yeah, oh man, that means I definitely hit. Okay, so I really want to bite its ankle.
Bite its butt off.
I want to bite it right where it, like I want to bring it down. I want to like bite it and pull and yoink it off its butt. Okay, so I'm going to 23 to hit as I try to bite it.
That's a hit.
And I want to like lock my teeth around the tendon between the knee and the ankle so that I can like prevent it from effectively using its leg. So 7 damage.
Okay, then make a strength save.
Oh, no, I'm a monk. That is a 7.
You beat it.
Oh.
It rolled a nat 1.
Sweet. So does that mean it goes down on the ground?
No, it just can't move. You're preventing it from moving.
Yeah, I've got it. So then with my martial arts, when I make an unarmed monk weapon attack, I can bonus action unarmed strike. So I do a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 3 damage.
Okay.
As I claw at it with my crocodile claws.
It's Lorien's turn.
Okay, so the bear can't move.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I will go for a firebolt on the bear, and it is a 7.
That is a miss. What is your bonus to attack?
+5. I rolled a 2.
Ooh. Okay. You don't hit the bear. Okay, that means it's the bear's turn. The bear turns on Olive.
Heck yeah.
And swipes down with its claws.
Bear alligator wrestling match.
Ooh. That's
My
gonna...
AC is 15.
Yeah, and it beat you on the dice, both swipes. Fortunately, surprisingly, this thing doesn't do a heck of a lot of damage. So, even for a bear.
I mean, have you seen how big emu claws are?
Yeah. It still does 10 points of damage.
I have 10 hit points. That's Olive on the ground.
Oof.
Well, this was a good character.
No, Olive, you've been emu'd.
If I cause character deaths, I apologize, but it's level 1 D&D, so...
You still have to make rolls, right?
Yeah, I might not die.
Yeah, you're not died, yeah.
Okay, Tanager, you're up.
Yeah, you're getting some darts, Mr. Bear. Get off Olive. Yeah, I throw a dart. So, 18.
That's a hit.
Alright. And that would be 2 + 2, 4 points of damage.
Okay, the dart sticks in the bear's Skin. All right. Lorien, let's see if you can...
Oh, Olive has to make her death saving throw.
Right.
That's a 4. It's a fail.
Oof.
Yes. Lorien.
Okay, the bear still can't move, is that right?
No. Olive's jaw slackens when she passes out, so...
Oh, I thought maybe it just had a broken ankle. Okay, well, let's throw some magic missiles because this is getting desperate. Magic missile 1 does 5 damage. Magic missile 2 does 3 damage. Magic missile... No, sorry. 1 does 5, 2 does 3, and 3 does 5. That is 13 bludgeoning.
Well, congratulations. The 3 magic missiles smack into the bear, and the thing falls to the ground with a massive thump.
Oof, okay. Olive, my friend, don't die.
Yeah, rushing over with a medicine. I have a +2. That's a 16.
You're good.
Yay. Oh, man. I'm hurting. I'm like, I'm alive. Ow.
I do that action movie thing where I do like the forearm like predator handshake, and I'm like, looks like we're even for the emu.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank goodness. Then I immediately go with the bear to check out if we can make something from it. I poke it in the ribs a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I take a good running kick into its ribs just because I'm mad at it. And be like, we're gonna turn you into a rug, jerk.
I can turn it into a rug. We won't be able to use the fur for like pillows, but yeah, I could, if you want, I can skin it without using the knife to scrape off all the fur. And yeah, we could make a bearskin rug.
Absolutely.
For our cave.
I love bearskin rugs.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, hopefully this stupid boat will notice our fire. And we won't have to live on this island and keep eating wild game.
So what are you guys doing for the night?
I will help keep watch while Olive takes a rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a rest. Oh man.
And I said to Tanager, are you sure you're not that type of doctor?
I really, yes. I don't know any sort of, I mean, I know how to like take care of a hangover and stuff like that, but actual magical healing, it's not really my skis.
Oh man, guys, I only gained 2 hit points from my hit dice because you just have 1 hit dice at level 1. So I'm at 2 hit points.
Okay. The next morning...
I'm thinking of like rallying to the defensible position of, hanging out in the cave.
The next morning, as you come out of the cave, you see a boat in the middle of your view out to the ocean. Sails fully extended, just sitting there, anchor down.
All right. I approach excitedly but cautiously to see. There are no pirates in this part of the world, right?
Not that you know of. Make a knowledge check, intelligence check.
Okay, let's go for. Well, I have no applicable skills whatsoever, so 8.
Nope, you have no idea if there are any pirates in this area.
I am confident that if there's anything on that boat that speaks a language, I'll be able to deal with it and we're getting out of here safely.
What if they all speak only Goblin?
Hey, I will figure it out.
Hail the island! We saw your signal fire!
Oh, thank the gods!
Oh no, is it that god again? Freaking voice from the sky again.
You hear cries out from the jungle. Anyone alive?
I yell, yes, the 3 of us, we are 3 survivors. Thank you for coming to our aid.
Thank goodness. We were told that 3 individuals from a crashed ship were missing. We've been searching. We were afraid you were dead.
Thank the gods you were. Well, we are mostly hardy folk.
Ow.
But I am glad to be Glad to be soon off this island in any case.
The boat takes you from the island. They bring your the bear carcass with you, and with a little help from the crew, you now have a beautiful bear's pelt to add to your collection.
Woohoo!
And a nice feast. I'm sure the crew members would enjoy a nice, bear roast, I imagine.
The cook is glad to cook it up for you, and you have it. But it is a very strong flavored meat.
Well, if we don't like it, we can always toss it overboard.
Fishing.
Yeah, supposedly it smells very bad, as in is incredibly greasy.
Yeah. Usually predator meat is one of the worst kinds of meat to eat. I mean, it's better to eat prey animals than it is to eat anything that's a predator, because it's just... Ugh.
Lorien grimaces with a bite of his bear shank. Well, this is a disappointment, but I'm glad I got to try it.
We could use it to catch mahi-mahi.
Uh,
I do that. I attempt that.
Can you
Sure.
catch fish with just like meat? Like
Yes.
Yeah, that's what fish eat. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
You successfully use it to catch fish.
Oh, mahi-mahi is delicious. Oh, man. This worked out. See? Silver lining. It's all good.
The party returns to Nikamoy and approaches the guild hall. There are a number of individuals gathered around the guild hall who take a startled look seeing your group approaching.
Oh, they're probably looking like that because we're dressed in tattered rags.
Are you still wearing your pajamas? I am.
yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we all just look like we came from the worst sleepover ever. Just holding
Does anyone remember Torian's goal from his interview?
Tanager?
Yeah, Tanagers, yeah. Well, as you currently walk into a
yeah.
a memorial service. We did not know them long.
Tanager instantly stops in his tracks, puts his back against the wall, does disguise self on himself to turn into his charlatan alternate persona, Marvin Funk, human accountant. And he kind of like just strolls in the back with a very excited look on his face.
Oh, it's all of our funerals. Wow. They did not wait long.
It's been a few weeks, I think.
Wow.
Yes, it has been a few weeks' time since the three of you went missing and were assumed to be dead. So congratulations, Tanager.
Yeah, I just mainly take notes on what people are saying and like rating each person's score on like a sadness scale. And yeah, they will be getting presents in accordance with how sad they were that I passed away.
I'll be completely honest with you. Before you had said that, I was already planning on doing something like this, but it was just...
Yeah. And if you're not sad enough, you're getting a sternly worded letter.
All right.
Lorien is going to have none of this nonsense. I simply sidle up to the nearest person I recognize and start lightly crying. Lorien, he was always my favorite. This is such a tragedy.
Oh, man.
I don't know how we'll ever recover.
Wait. They're right there.
Who is?
Oh my god,
No.
I can't believe he's alive. Me, Marvin Funk.
Olive's mom and dad, Fern and Pickle, 14 siblings, and roommates Marlo and Remy are there.
All right. After a little bit of hilarity from that situation, the guild, rather embarrassingly and much apologies, goes their separate ways. When the guild hall is empty, a booming voice calls out, "Good. You were successful. You passed."
No, this guy again.
I'm pretending. I'm just drinking my drink like I don't even hear anything.
Oh yeah, they had. If there's one thing that the guild is good at, for this kind of thing, it's alcohol. So you had no difficulty refilling your flagon.
I will drink to that as I go for a toast.
I kind of like look over my shoulder at Olive. I'm like, "Oh, is that Sea God? What does Sea God want? We're not on his island anymore, so we're busy with land stuff now."
Yeah, I'm just drinking.
I am Triton. The individual you met earlier appears in the guild hall.
What do they look like?
A human, dark hair, darker complexion, carrying a trident, and wearing a scale mail that looks like fish scales.
All right, you're super hot, but
I am Triton, Greek god of storms, son of Poseidon. You have been tested, and you will be continued to be tested to determine whether you are as suitable as we have heard.
I still wish I knew who told you we were suitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we opt out?
Like, why are you so obsessed with us, dude? Like, I get you got this whole god thing going on, it's pretty cool, but like, come on, how many more tests at least?
11.
Oh my god. 11.
Now this is exactly why I only consort with mortals.
Yeah,
I will not be doing the next test. That was mine, and I will leave you. But I will leave you with a gift. He opens his hand, and in his palm is a pearl. I believe this will recompense you. Also, he motions his hand, and 3 orbs appear. I believe these belong to you. I figure I might return them to you.
Oh, it's your silks, Tanager.
It's everything that you left on board the ship.
Oh, my babies. I clutch the orb.
Oh, I reach over and grab my clothes as well and say, that's a shame. I had these insured anyway.
The pearl is worth 100 gold. Think it should help you out a little.
Sweet. You guys want to sell it and split it?
Yes, why not?
All right, 33 gold each. And 1 for the bartender. A round for everyone.
Huzzah. Let's get hammered.
That sounds good.
This is probably the longest that Tanager has gone dry for a while.
Oh yeah, he definitely has the shakes.
Oh.
And thus we wrap up another episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens.
That was an adventure well worth being smited for.
Aww.
Joining us again are Olive.
Bye-bye.
Tanager.
Ta-ta.
And Lorien.
Good night.
Isn't it just great to do your stuff with a podcast playing in the background? Cappuccino at 6 is your weekly show reaching people from all around the world.
I was a combat engineer.
Those games they don't really make the parts for anymore.
Get to be a writer full time.
One of the characters just goes upstairs and you see his eyes wide open. And
oh yeah,
it's just
you're right, you're right.
I really make pants on that.
Follow Cappuccino at 6 podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and all major podcasting platforms.
Coming to you from the Paranormal Warehouse, Destination Mystery paints the story for paranormal content, abnormal adventures, and the fun behind the investigations. Each week, Mike and Melissa will bring a new adventure that includes going to some of the most remote places in the West. They will tell the story behind the investigation and share with you the evidence they discover. This is not your regular paranormal show. These episodes will bring new content from locations that no one would think to investigate or explore. We will not only tell the spooky story, we will go to the location where the spooky story originated. Fasten your seatbelts as we take you on an adventure that will make you question what's normal and what's paranormal.
Go back to a time where life was simpler, where you could leave your doors unlocked. A time of block parties, bobby socks, and soda jerks. A time to gather around the radio and listen to your favorite sitcom before there was television. So come back with me in an old-time radio comedy time machine.
The Sea of Blue. I see a sea of blue. A floral ocean of a single hue. Beneath the sky azure painted with fluffy clouds. I am alone and breathless in these crowds. The flowers are like water hugging the ground. Ever so enchanting, blue above and blue below, blue all around. I'm drowning in this sea of blue. It is the most intoxicating brew. I drink in with my eyes this beauty. I am light and heady. I am in heaven on earth. The beauty is beyond worth. It is like a sea of cut aquamarine. The sky is blue, cloudy turquoise, no bluest Tulin. Oh my, it is so enchanting I can barely speak. I cannot find more words, I am speechless and I feel weak. From The Sound of Words, a podcast of poems and short stories. See you there. Listen to The Sound of Words, a podcast of poetry and short stories, some from the dark side, some from the light.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. That's right, you can curl up with a good book based on one of our podcast episodes. The authors do a really great job of adapting them into fun novels. And did you know that we have webcomics? Look for the adventures of Fire Breathing Kittens on webtoons.com. We also have official merchandise on redbubble.com. Yes, that's right, you really can own a notepad with the Fire Breathing Kitten logo on the front. Or one of your favorite characters. Go to redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Azreen, and more.